able to hire people to come and work for LEC? I think the answer is no. And so, in everything we do, we have to ensure that we have sufficient money to continue to run everything. And quickly, I'll just give you one example of a typical interaction I always have with staff, especially those with the technical crew. They come to say, Rachel, we have done this, we have done that, we have done all the others. Where is the money? And rightfully so too. Because if the man is wasting everything, coming off the pole, the next thing he wants is to see that there's sufficient money to sustain the entity. So look at this particular strategic plan. Pillar 1 is financial sustainability. And when you say sustainability, it's not just to get one off, but to ensure that for the foreseeable future, you will have sufficient money. So this pillar, 3 key things I want to highlight quickly under this pillar. Number 1, covering our costs. As it says, if you listen to MD's statement earlier, he mentioned something about deep-hole, cover-hole. We want to ensure that we avoid that kind of situation. Deep-hole, cover-hole will mean you take goods, you contract services, people have performed, people have delivered, but then you cannot pay them on time. You have to structure the payment over time, sometimes beyond their own convenience. So in order to avoid a situation, we have to ensure that we are efficient at cost management. Let's keep our costs within our range. Meaning, whatever costs we incur, we must be able to generate sufficient revenue to cover that cost. That's one. Now, if we cover our costs, the natural thing that follows is we have money left to invest in improvement. Take for example, PEMC. I think just yesterday the National Press Department was somebody was it Broadway, even this project related. But however, we have our own LEC investment for the capital building project. That is our own money. So if you have sufficient money to cover your costs, what we do next is to go into areas, people that are unserved and also underserved. You can expand the service to them. Because mind you now, we just heard a plan that says we want to ensure that 75% of our population can have access to electricity. How are we going to do that? We have to raise sufficient money to cover our costs, and everything in excess of our costs can be used for reinvestment, in a sense that we can invest in expansion of the network and so forth. Finally, the third point, we want to reduce reliance on subsidy. We are owned by the government, and as owners invest for a reason. And for those of you who are students of business, you understand that when people invest, they have to get return on the investment. So the government as our shareholders too, look forward to a day that we will get to a point where we can sufficiently cover our costs. Not just invest, but to reduce reliance on government subsidy. The question becomes when. According to our 5-year model, we are looking from now to 2030. And it's a rolling model in the sense that every year the assumptions are built, we check the actualities, and based on the improvement on where we perform better, we continue to roll those results. And by the time we get to 2030, based on our current 5-year model, we should be able to at least cover the cost. So on that note, Mr. Father, I'm going to stop here. If there are any questions or any question and answers, we can clarify some of the points.
Thank you, Mr. Father. And please give me a very big hand of applause. So we have the Deputy Managing Director for Operations and the Deputy Managing Director for Technical Services. We'll have a shared question with them because they are work basically intertwined. So let's take the Deputy Deputy Managing Director for Operations, Honorable Thomas Zay-Gonkawa. And we will focus on Pillar 2, which is operational excellence. Now, Mr. Gonkawa, from your perspective, what is the focus of this pillar, operational excellence?
Thank you. Let's first of all look at the word excellence. Excellence means going beyond the regular norms. And so when we look at the LEC, we look at Liberia, what is the normal norms here right now? Inadequacy of generation, load sharing, low access rate, distribution in shambles. And so the target is to go beyond all of these. And we have to target the entire value chain. So what is it in excellent? Excellent operation payments. We look at one, that our generation capacity to be far enough to serve our own. Two, our transmission network to increase our access rate and our targeted 75% by 2030. Our distribution network should be capable enough to be able to supply all of our customers. Our reliability will not be able to respond on time. To be able to make sure that, hey, the regular norm of running LEC, somebody will say, oh yeah, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, we'll go beyond that. We'll be performing in such a way that we will respond to every call in time and on time. And we'll be looking at safety. What is the most valuable asset we have? Is our staff. And I can say to you today, anybody can say that the accident rate of our staff has reduced to 0. And I can say that. The auditors that we are having that we used to have before for regular norms. Today, I can tell you that our auditors at the lowest level, almost reaching 0. Looking at our power quality, yes, such that we know that there are pockets of that, there are pockets of overhead transformer, there are pockets of overhead line, but you can see the transformation. In fact, we are transforming our network right now. Mixed poles, you see concrete poles, you see wooden poles, you see steel structure. That is building a resilience to our network. And also, one of the critical things that we have to look at when we look at excellence is waste. Waste. How do we maximize what is available to us? If we waste them, where we are. So the pillar of excellence comes across all the value